We are back for part 2. We had so much fun last time, so yeah. I feel there's just so many things to say. Like I don't even know where to begin, but I have so many stories, so maybe I can find somewhere. So, before we kind of talked about people and how they're always praying for us, actually, one of my friends, her mom invited me to their Christmas show at their church, and I was like, oh, I'll go, but are they going to pray for me? And she's like, they'll probably feed you, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's okay. I'm alright with that. When you tell them that you can see a little, they're like, oh, so can you see shadows? If I saw shadows, I think I'd be a little terrified. Like, what does that even mean?
Yeah, what does shadows mean?
You have to see light to know what a shadow is. Kind of like when people say, like, is your vision blurry? Well, if you don't have any frame of reference, then how do you know if it's blurry? I mean, I get it. People are trying to understand. But at the same time, just kind of think about it.
And, like, why do you assume shadows? Like, maybe shapes or something? Like, shapes is okay to ask, but I don't, like, why is shadows a thing to assume?
So people are like, can you see colors? That's a valid question.
Yes.
That's okay. So how many fingers am I holding up?
Oh, that one. Oh my god, I hate that one too.
My mom.
Well, first of all, it feels like it's like none of your. If you present it like that, then I kind of just want to say none of your business, because it's like you're in my face, you're in my face, you're in my everything.
Exactly. Like, so I don't know if you caught that, Emily, but we're talking about, how many fingers am I holding up?
Oh, yeah, you kind of pulled my nose a little, but that's okay.
With my middle finger, too. F you. F your nose.
Thanks, Lily. Thanks, friend.
But people are so surprised when you actually can see something.
They are, so I was walking one day, and I, told someone, because I'm fascinated by, bright, colorful things. So I was like, oh my god, that's a really pretty blue. And they're like, you saw that? No, I just said it was really pretty. Like, it was a lucky guess. Like, you were wearing red, and I was just hoping that it was blue. So maybe, just maybe I got it right.
I think also the assumption that, you're totally blind. You know what I mean?
It's
Like, the assumption
kind of
that
like people with glasses. Like,
yeah.
When they take off their glasses, people, everyone has different prescriptions. So it's kind of like with the vision. Like, everyone has a different vision level.
Yeah.
So Melissa wanted me to tell you guys this story. A number of similar things has happened to me. One day I was on the bus, and I was walking, and I was trying to get onto the bus, and I bumped into this person, and he's like, watch where you're going, these effing people, and he's just ranting, and I'm just waiting there, because I'm always smiling, as you'll know from my videos, I'm always smiling. So I'm just there, just smiling, just waiting for it to happen. And he turns around, he's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I didn't know, I didn't see. I was like, yeah, neither did I. So, and the people, I feel like they get surprised by my snappy remarks. Like, one day I was walking, this was in high school, and it's so weird to say that, this was in high school.
So old. I'm still in high school, so excuse me. I like it. Listen, I want to stay there. I don't want this college adult life, whatever this is.
You don't want your own room? Alright.
Well, I do want my own room, but I don't want the rest of the stuff to come with it, so thank you
I
very
get
much.
it. I definitely
Thank you.
But so, wait, what was I talking about?
The bus.
In high school. In high school. Wait, in high school.
Oh, yeah.
This also happens a lot. So I was walking, and I bumped into this girl. Like, I didn't even full on walk into her. I just kind of brushed her shoulder, and she's like, oh, it's because she's walking too fast. And I was like, what is it, 2 steps per minute? And her friends, they were they thought it was hilarious, and she was just like, blind bitch. And I was like, oh, it's your problem. It's not my fault you're not as witty as I am.
I've never gotten that before.
Oh yeah, I've gotten a lot of people that have cursed at me. Whoa. This lady was standing in the middle of the street, the middle of the sidewalk, and she's moving really slowly. She's one of those obnoxious, she was Hispanic. She's one of those obnoxious, hey, she could have been black too. And she was one of those those really loud people, and she was chewing her gum, and she was talking about the phone, and she was talking about whatever her boyfriend did, and she was just being angry.
Yeah.
So yeah,
one of those ladies that will cut you.
I know, right? Someone's gonna see this video, and they're gonna be like, well, right? I'm coming over there right now. And then you just, clap in.
Or they'll be like,
all
that's my mother. Then she just...
So, she's like walking really slowly. She's talking on the phone. And, I'm walking behind her, but I walk quickly. So I'm getting tired of, like, constantly, like, bumping her leg. She won't move to the side. So finally I get annoyed and just, like, walk past her. She's on the phone. She's like, this woman peon. She's like, what? I'm just like, what?
Oh, wait. With that, though, I hate when people are walking really slowly and think that because you're blind, you have to, like, walk behind them. No, listen. I'm gonna call you a bitch because, listen, I will walk around you and I will walk ahead of you and I will walk down that street right in front of your face. Like, because seriously, people think that you need to walk behind them. Like, why? Just because they're walking slow?
And they also think that you need to walk, like, super, super slow, and then they need to yell at you for you to understand them. Because if you're blind, that means you don't understand people.
Exactly.
And so you can't walk properly.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Oh, I think I'm gonna share my story though. Like, I didn't want to, but I guess we got into like the funny stories, awkward blind people moments, so whatever. So
I mean, that's what these videos are about.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
Our whole life is awkward,
basically.
Awkward rants.
There I am.
Hashtag.
There I am in middle school. It's lunchtime with my friends, going to get food around the corner, and obviously this is New York City, which means there's trash everywhere. On the sidewalk, bags, trash, whatever.
I remember this story. Oh my god.
I think you should both remember this story because it was
do.
mortifying. So, it's sunny and I can't see anything because, like, I don't see anything in the sunlight. I like the dark. So, I'm walking and I hit something and I'm like, oh, do they have the trash bags on the sidewalk again? Like, it's so annoying. Like, I can't pass through whatever. She's like, oh, okay, let's just go. I'm like, what? No, it's okay, let's go. Alright, so we go and get food and she's like, that was a homeless man you hit and you called a pile of trash. And I was like, and the best part was I had to go back the same way to get to school. Unless, I could have gone like all the way around the block, but that's like too long, and then my teachers would have yelled at me. So I had to go all the way back the same way I came, past the homeless person who I just like degraded even more.
You pile of trash.
Yeah. I'm not a neat person.
Like on that story, so every time I get off the train, I was past this homeless guy, and I generally hit him with my cane. Sometimes he growls at me. Sometimes there are probably words in the growl, but I'm generally walking too quickly, so I just hear like a muffled or like a grunted whatever. But he never seems like, terribly aggressive. Just kind of annoyed. I'm like, okay, I guess I'd be annoyed with this blind person like every day hitting me. But you don't sit in the most convenient place, sir. But one day I was walking, I thought I saw or I heard, I don't know, the bus was there. Like there was the instinct. I knew the bus was there. And so I was like, walking, moving really quickly. And I just like kicked his cup of change. And I saw him like kind of just like fly at it and like just go like try to grab the change wherever it was. And I was like, aw, it was one of those things that's not funny, but you would laugh at. Like, I walked away and my shoulders are just shaking so hard because I was trying not to, like, laugh audibly. And I, felt bad, but it was great.
Oh, people. I just remembered that the Hispanic loud lady that you mentioned before.
Yeah.
There was this. No, but this lady, I just got reminded because it's, like, obnoxious people and we're not knowing what to do. So I was on the bus, I think you both know the story, with, like, another blind person. We're sitting there, and this lady comes on, like, she's old, and she comes on with her, like, what do you call those, like, push things that she
like
pushes?
a cart? Like a cart?
Yeah.
Oh, an actual cart? Okay.
I don't know. Like,
I hate people that have those stupid carts. Like, why? On a bus, why would you do that?
Yeah. And, like, but I guess it was helping her walk or whatever. So, me and the...
Also, it was a walker.
Oh, it was. I didn't know.
It was a cart.
Yeah, I didn't know. I don't know what it was. It was like 2 years ago. Whatever. So we're sitting...
Guys, she's foreign, so...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know I don't look it, I know I don't sound it, I know that I'm that awesome, but I'm
wow, look at this girl full of herself.
I know, okay?
So
but you both love me, so it's okay.
Who said that?
Oh. My hand's up. I'm gonna hit
Look
you.
at her face.
Okay, off topic here. But this was apparently, so she dropped something, and so she says to my friend, like, go get it. And he's like, get what? It fell, okay? And then he, like, went down to try and find it, and he was, like, touching around the nasty bus, and I'm like, get out your cane. He's like, no, it's fine. Get out your cane, you stupid person. No, it's fine. But But then I had my cane out, and the lady started yelling at him like, "You misogynist! You meanie! You evil person! You're like abusing me! You're discriminating! I'm blind!" And this other guy across the bus is like, "He's blind too, lady!" And I'm just like, "Get out your cane!" And I was sitting like on the other side, so I couldn't like help him out to look for it, and he couldn't see whatever. I think it was like lipstick or something. And so then she just like, "I'm blind, I just had surgery." I'm like, I'm pretty sure he had surgery like the 2 days before. This person had surgery like the other day. But anyway, so like he can find her, she just kept like, she just went off the bus yelling and screaming, "Misogynist!" I just remember that one. She yelled like a whole bunch of other mean things too, but I just yelled, like how, I don't know, I don't know if this is blind related. It is though, because we were all blind and nobody was blind.
Okay, yeah, I think that's the worst thing when you encounter another blind person and you don't know that they're blind, because once I was getting out of the train station and there was another lady in front of me and I thought that she could see, so I kind of just cut her off and I just walked right in front of her. So I bumped into her, and then this girl, the lady, I realized has a cane in her hand, but then by that time she already said, "Fuck you!" really loudly in the train station, and I was just like, "Ooh, oh," and I just didn't respond at all because it was neither her fault or my fault, and we just both didn't see each other, so like whatever.
Oh my gosh, that reminds me of okay, go ahead. Don't interrupt me. You evil person.
On my video?
Yeah,
you don't want me to interrupt you.
Well, I'm your guest. You need to be like nice and polite to me.
Oh no.
This video is gonna be full of people.
I know, right? Alright, go ahead.
I think nobody's watching up to this point right now.
We're running out of time, so go.
Well, anyway, the worst thing you is also when like someone trips over your cane. I think you got like one of these too. I was walking in the train station and I just like I just was like, "Oh, look, stairs!" And I turned and this lady just slammed into my cane and she fell over and I'm like, "Oh no!" And also since I'm like a student in college and I'm like foreign, like I said before, so I'm like, "Oh no, are they gonna kick me out of the country because I didn't see you, okay? I didn't meet her." She was like, and she just didn't say anything. I'm like, I don't know. Like, what do I do? Like, if you're not responding in like an auditory way. I don't know if you're like all right. I don't know if you're dead. I don't know what's going on.
No, I completely agree with myself. Like, I have 2 stories similar to that, but I'll only share one. Like, I was with my teacher of the visually impaired, and like we were walking to cross the street, and this elderly lady, didn't see that I was like gonna turn. So just as I turned, she was turning to go the other way to cross the street, but on the other side. And then so she tripped over my cane and just fell like flat on her face, and I felt so really like awfully bad because I didn't want to like kill her, you know, but I was just, and I freaked out because she was like on the floor and she wasn't saying anything, and then someone comes over and is like, "Is your mouth bleeding?" And I think the lady was foreign because she wasn't like talking to anybody, and she's just kind of like staring like at all of us. And like in that situation, I'm like, if I trip you, please say something, because like I need to know if you want me to call the ambulance for you, if you want me to call 911. Like I need to help you.
Please, check out my vlog and see like when I went to this concert and this old woman like tripped over my cane. It was terrible, but it was great at the same time.
You know, you don't want to laugh, but at the same time you know it's me, and the person's probably hurt.
And if you're me, you might possibly get deported or something.
I'll put a link to like that specific post. But yeah, so it's just really interesting, people and they're just reactions. And then in this last like couple of seconds, so before we started this video, I was talking about how I think people think I'm crazy when I'm like walking down the street and I'm listening to music and I'm like singing to myself and I hear them like muttering about me. But I'm like, in this age where people have wireless headphones and things like, you know, like it's not like crazy people can get off pretty easily because like, oh, they might just be listening to their wireless headphones, or when people grab me to cross the street, like, oh yeah, come on. And I'm sorry, Emily, you're next to me, so I just have to use you as my prop.
My personal I get that on the daily already.
Exactly. But you know, they're like
the crazy blind person.
Yes. Like we're crossing, or they're like, oh, you know, let me help you cross. And I'm like, you can just tell me when I can cross, like when the light, you know, it's my light or whatever. And they're like, oh, you can cross now. I was like, thanks. And they're like, no, come on. And they like grab my arm. They're like, hold on to me. And I'm talking on the phone, and they're like, oh, what? I'm like, I'm not talking to you. And if you hadn't grabbed me, you wouldn't have made that mistake. But yeah. Alright, so I think we're out of time now. I think we might have actually gone over time, but Melissa and her awesome camera skills. Alright, so bye guys. I hope you enjoyed these. And trust me, there'll probably be more to come, and always check my blog, even though I haven't written anything in a couple of months. But I'm going to work on that, I promise. Alright, bye! everybody.
No, I should